and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, non-binaries, and transgenders, this is the Ultra Heelz Wrestling Podcast, live from Bravery Studios in Garfield, New Jerusalem. I am Darth Messiah. I am not a wrestling expert, but I play one on the internet. And on the phone, as always, the OG, the triple OG of the Ultra Heelz.
It's your boy, Alex, the motherfucking Hill, a.k.a. known as the man that Stan Lee of podcasting, formerly known as the man that was the leader of the Fuck the Miss McMahon group. And I guess I got to pull back that curtain and bring it out of retirement.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm fighting for my
Thank you.
killing me with this.
And on the boards, Stevie Franchise, J Kids.
Hey, yo. You already know. It's your boy, the Franchise on the ones and twos, bringing you that Ultra Heelz wrestling news. What the hell is going on?
Whoa. Let's not go there. Let's not get angry yet.
I'm already angry.
Well, let's try to lessen our anger with our world-famous segment, Cheeks of the Week.
Hey, the cheeks.
If this is your first time here, do yourself a favor. If you're listening on an audio platform, hop over to YouTube real quick. Watch the first 3 minutes of the show. Enjoy the cheeks with us, then return to your normal consumption of this programming. Because you don't want to miss the cheeks.
These are the cheeks.
Cheeks are for everybody.
Cheeks of the week.
We got a Throwback Thursday from Jade Cargill.
Hey.
And
that's a throwback Thursday. That's a forever, every day for me.
That's a throwback every day.
And Tay Mello, whatever the fuck she wants to call herself. She was dressed up as, whatchamacallit from Scooby-Doo. Yeah, that one.
My God.
I still don't get if the barber got that, man. He must be eating some ass the right way.
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe she does coke too. I don't know. Allegedly.
I don't do it. I don't do coke, but I do like the way it smells.
Yeah, because allegedly they go to Tony Khan's coke parties. Allegedly. I have no knowledge. Just wild assumptions.
That's a big wild assumption that we all have. We all definitely have it.
Yeah, but lovely cheeks this week.
Yes,
lovely cheeks.
The lovely cheeks as always. Lovely cheeks, of course.
What's up, Kelvin?
Calvin,
living legend, the icon. Recognize me.
That's the AEW version of Roman Reigns. Recognize me.
Recognize me. Jericho said that. He did say that one week.
He did say that.
No, well, he said appreciate me one week, and then like a couple weeks later he said recognize me.
Is he biting?
Of course. I'm surprised he didn't try to copyright it.
Of course.
You know he keeps Mega on speed dial.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
I just want to tell y'all, I had to mute my phone for a quick second because I had to scream out loud. So,
He's getting ready.
Oh, yeah. But before we get to that, we've got to do Ultra Fantasy Booking.
Yeah.
And last week was the return of Dragon Force in 2023. We kicked the night off with a triple threat women's ladder match for the Stardom Championship. Champion Mia Yim taking on Rosemary and Sasha Banks. And Mia Yim has retained with 50% of the votes. Rosemary getting 15 and Sasha Banks 35.
Nice.
In match 2 for the Evolve Tag Team Championship in a tag team triple threats, we had Tama Tonga and Tongaloa representing the firing squad against the Street Profits, against Ray Phoenix and Pentagon from Death Triangle. And once again, the champions have retained with 40% of the votes. Street Profits 32 and Guerrillas of Destiny 28. Wow. Match 3.
Nice.
Kazuchika Okada challenged Tommaso Ciampa for the ECW Television Championship. And we are 3 for 3 with champions. Ciampa retaining 56-44.
Oh, wow.
In a loser leaves town steel cage match, it was Randy Orton versus Shelton Benjamin. And Shelton Benjamin will be hitting that dusty trail. Randy Orton won 76% to 24.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Match 5. Match 5. In a women's number 1 contender match, a Falls Count Anywhere, Deonna Purrazzo has won 67 to 33% over Piper Niven, newly signed.
Jesus!
And for the IWGP Intercontinental Championship, we make it 4 for 4 with champions.
Hey.
Wardlow has defeated Sheamus 57 to 43%. And the main event in an extreme steel cage match. WWF champion Finn Balor has challenged Cesaro once again. Cesaro keeps coming back for the title, but he can never seem to win the big one. And 5 for 5, champions have retained. Finn Balor, 69 to 31%. And that was Dragon Force.
God damn. 5 straight Royal Flush.
Yeah, 5 for 5.
5 for 5. Wow. What an event.
What was my last pay-per-view? Was 7 for 7 with titles?
I think it was
changing.
7 for 7.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Well, we had the one draw with Cody and Brock, but everything else changed.
God damn.
Yeah.
That is something.
And now over to Warzone.
Hey, we got the Warzone.
The pay-per-view for January is Genesis. And we're going to kick the night off with a women's war game match. It'll be Team Thickums, Bailey, Mercedes Martinez, Nikita Lyons, and Taya Valkyrie, taking on Team Australia, Toni Storm, Tenelle Dashwood, and the I Cut. So that will be the opener, the women's war games. Match 2, in a body slam challenge, the first person to slam their opponent, Walter will be taking on Alexander Hammerstone.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Okay.
Big beady men slapping meat. Big meaty men slapping meat.
That's what Big E wants.
You can have your 5-star matches.
Your 30
Your 30-minute classics.
Classics.
That's not why I'm here. I'm here for big meaty men.
Big meaty man.
Slapping me.
Slap me.
All right, match 3. The newly formed Sons of David, MJF and LA Knight, with Paul Heyman in their corner, taking on the Acclaimed. And we have a couple stipulation finishes. It could be Acclaimed winning clean. We can have Acclaimed by DQ. Or we can have MJF and LA Knight winning via Dirty Pen after a disruption by Paul Heyman. Match 4. In the United States Championship Open Challenge, also known as the Let Freedom Ring Open Challenge, Cody Rhodes will be taking on one of 4 people. Adam Cole, baby, Solo Sikoa, Dustin Rhodes, or Malachi Black. And our main event of the evening, in a 3-way tag team elimination tables match, the champions FTR will be taking on Red Dragon and the Good Brothers to settle the score once and for all between these 3 teams.
Jesus!
And that is Genesis, brought to you by Warzone. Now let's get angry.
All right. Prepare, guys. Please prepare.
All right, short
picture.
version. What was it? Right around Christmas, there's a report that Vince McMahon will not allow a sale or will not renew the TV right deals for WWE if he's not involved in the company. Week later, Vince McMahon has returned to WWE. He also brings back his lawyer, George Barrios, and one other person to be on the board of directors. A couple days later, three current people on the board of directors resign suddenly because they want nothing to do with Vince McMahon. Now, Vince McMahon and Nick Khan are shopping WWE. The current leader to purchase WWE is the Saudi Arabia media company that does the events in Saudi Arabia for WWE.
This just keeps getting worse and worse the more you talk about it right now. It's really, really scaring me and pissing me off at the same time.
WWE has hired JP Morgan, Chase Bank, to help with the sale of the company. The current most talked about potential buyers are Saudi Arabia's Public Investment Fund, Amazon, NBC Universal, or Endeavor, which is UFC's parent company. But Saudi Arabia is currently expected to be in the lead. The Fox deal expires in November 2024, and the current, I don't have a listing for the current USA deal, which is NBC Universal. I don't have a date for that, but it is also scheduled to expire sometime soon. Again, why Vince McMahon came around and says, I want to be involved before I sign off on any new deals. And the plan is to sell before these deals run out, because let's say you end up selling to Disney, Now Disney is saddled with TV deals with either NBC and Fox. That's kind of stupid. Why can't they have the product on their networks? ESPN, ABC, shit like that. Or they'd have to buy out those deals. Also, WWE is closing Titan Towers, the current WWE headquarters. They will be opening a new building in April. As we reported sometime last summer, they were trying to sell the building that they're currently in. We thought, they're just going to go rent an office space. No, they went and bought a whole new building. This new building is 12 floors. The current building is only 4.
Wow.
God damn. So we about to have a whole bunch of empty rooms for people that ain't getting paid.
Yep. All right. Now for the fuckery. Let's go.
Let's go.
Bro, I almost re-downloaded 2K22 just to beat up Vince. I'm not going to hope. I almost re-download. It's free for PlayStation Plus right now. I almost re-download just to beat the shit out of Vince. Wow. Wrestling was just starting to get good again. And we didn't even need much. Need a little bit of storylines that we was getting was just feeding us just the little bit of dopamine that we needed.
Mm-hmm.
We were doing
I finally got to see women having some real matches, some meaty men having matches. I got to see tag team matches that I didn't think I was going to see. People come back that I wanted to come back that they going to beat, that wasn't going to beat it. You show up for it. You say you come back, and the whole wrestling world goes upside fucking down. Not even 24 hours. Like, I need Vince to step on a Lego and fall down the steps.
Yeah. Coming from somebody I particularly don't care about for their programming, but he does have some inside knowledge. Conrad Thompson. I've been saying this on the program for a while that WWE is going to sell. Do you know why I said that? Because I knew. You knew how I knew? Remember when Nick Khan first joined WWE? Well, when he joined, he was, of course, an agent. He he was the agent he worked for Hollywood agencies like UTA and CAA and WME, who are all big Hollywood agencies. He's a guy who was helped negotiating contracts and make deals and things like that. I happen to have some friends who needed representation like that, and that's why he's here. He's been here to sell the company the whole time.
I wish you could have sold it, under the guidance of Triple H and fucking Stephanie, not Vince trick ass. Bro, you don't understand. The anger in me. It's like really, really. I'm about to go outside and beat somebody random and just call them Vince on me.
Damn.
You're serious, bro. Like, I'm just thinking, Roman Reigns holding title so long, Sami Zayn getting a good weight push, Kevin Owens finally being recognized as a prime fighter. Everybody, all the stars had a line. There's no old people on the show. Everybody's younger. Everybody's hungry. Vince coming back. What the fuck?
Well, Valdor, you came in at the right time.
Yes, you did.
Well, you missed the cheeks, but you came in at the right time. You can always scroll back to the cheeks. I remember before we went on the air, I was saying that the roster already knew Vince was coming back because he wrote a letter to the board of directors on December 20th. And at the next TV taping, that was when they had the talent meeting. I want to be very clear and wholeheartedly, I believe that WWE has an exceptional management team in place. Stephanie, Nick, Paul, and the rest of the management team have my full and unconditional support. And as executive chairman, I would support them to facilitate a united effort, efficient and effective decision-making through this important period in the company's history. That's coming from Vince McMahon's letter to the board of directors.
You know what that sounds like to me? It sounds like a whole bunch of bullshit.
Yep.
Whole bunch of malarkey.
In plain English, this is now coming from Forbes. In plain English, if Vince isn't appointed as chairman again, he will refuse to renew the television deals for Raw, SmackDown, and NXT, nor will he agree to sell the company. He's essentially holding WWE hostage to get his position back. If I can't have fun, none of y'all can either.
That's crazy. So, like I was saying before, if you slip some rat poison in,
I wish we had the drop of Denzel Washington from Training Day when he finally gets caught at the end. King Kong ain't got shit on me. Shoot program, nigga. 23 lockdown. When I'm done with you, you're gonna be playing basketball in Pelican fucking Bay. I run shit.
I'm gonna tell you what I want to happen. You remember the end of New Jack City when Denzel got away with it and ran inside those
It's basically the same scene. It's basically the same scene.
Look, I'm not trying to put it out there, but you can't see the hand motions of me throwing it out there like LeBron James. Help us. Help. Please.
And did you get that last thing I sent you, or at the last moment?
Let me see.
I forgot the. No, I emailed it right before we went on the air.
Oh yeah.
Because it was the breaking news. Oh God, the breaking news.
I got you.
The breaking news. Let me open it because.
Let me open it real quick.
I'm telling you, if I knew we wouldn't get demonetized, I would have the right reason to play for everything that's happening right now.
Breaking news.
All right.
Dear W Universe, about 8 months ago, I took a leave of absence. Within a few weeks, unexpectedly had the opportunity of a lifetime. I had the privilege to return as co-CEO and chairwoman of the board of WWE. I cannot put into words how proud I am, and I have led what I consider the greatest company in the world, working alongside a remarkable leadership team and one of the strongest executives I know, my co-CEO, Nick Khan. Our founder, Vince McMahon, has returned as executive chair and is leading an exciting progress regarding strategic alternatives. And with Nick's leadership and Paul Triple H Levesque as chief content officer, I'm confident WWE is in the perfect place to continue to provide unparalleled creative content and drive maximum value for shareholders. WWE is in such a strong position that I've decided to return to my leave and take it one step further with my official resignation.
Damn.
Goodbye, Stephanie. I have looked forward to cheering on WWE from the other side of the business where I have started when I was a little kid and a pure fan. I will always remain dedicated to WWE. I truly love our company, our employees, our superstars, and our fans. And I'm grateful to all of our partners. Thank you forever. Thank you for everything. Then, now, forever, together. Signed, Steph.
Hey, then, now, together, forever, fuck you. This is bullshit, bro. Like, what is happening?
We now live in a world where the only person named McMahon that is working for the company is Vince.
Bruh,
Shane got fired last year in January. Now Stephanie has resigned.
Bruh, we just lost all the McMahons except for the main one we want to get rid of.
The main McMahon.
No offense.
Linda hasn't been seen in years.
Hey, look, Linda was the first one. She already knew this shit was going to happen.
You know, but this is very telling. Because remember, when Vince took over from his dad, he bought the company. He had to mortgage his house to buy the company from his dad.
Crazy.
And the actual payment, WrestleMania 1, if WrestleMania 1 failed, WWF was screwed. Because that was all the capital that the company had made in WrestleMania. If WrestleMania had failed, goodbye WWF. He paid his dad, I believe, $1 million for the company in 1983.
Boy, I know Vince here turned up the grave right now.
You have to think about it. He's not just going to hand the company over to his kids either. He bought it from his dad. Shane's out, but now Stephanie's out. If y'all want it, y'all go find your own investment group and buy the shit.
I'm gonna tell you right now, bro. How we could have got this, bro. That last Christmas we just had would have been the telltale sign to Twitter. Our father passed away while eating food.
Fuck.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you, bro. It's about to be a real dark side for me today, bro. Oh my god, bro. I didn't want to bring back the Vincent McMahon Club. I was happy. I retired the jersey, hung it up in the rafters. I'm sitting back smoking cigars. I'm living the life on the beach. Why I gotta come out of retirement?
Now, there is light. There could be light at the end of the tunnel.
I hope that's the end of his tunnel.
On the Jim Cornette podcast, his lawyer, Stephen Pinu, he's a reoccurring guest on the show. He actually represents certain independent wrestlers in terms of deals and whatnot. He looked into the WWE situation, and when Vince originally was removed from position, the whole moral turpitude thing they were trying to, because of the allegations. A party in the WWE shareholder derivative suit filed last June shared a private email from Scott & Scott law firm which contains details on a potential breach of fiduciary lawsuit. The message indicates that with the news about Vince McMahon forcing his way back onto the board, there is enough basis to bring legal action against him. The online correspondence also disclosed that Scott & Scott law firm hoped to file a complaint against McMahon and possibly other directors/officers for breaching their duties to WWE and its shareholders, with the law firm aiming to produce a draft in the next few days. So this is going to get messier before it gets better.
Yep, it definitely is.
Look, I understand that the internet is a powerful thing, and things can go right, things can go wrong. This is the one time I feel like if you're not even a WWE fan, but you like the way the product is going now, this is the everybody should just boycott the show going forward.
I don't. Does that even help at this point? Because you got to remember, there could be nobody in the crowd. Remember, WWE survived the pandemic era with no crowd because it's all about the TV money. As long as somebody is willing to pay for advertisement, that's all WWE needs. We don't actually have to watch the show. We don't have to go to the shows. We don't even have to buy merchandise. As long as there are other billion-dollar corporations willing to pay for advertisement, that's all that matters.
Yeah, true.
That's the problem. That's the same thing even with the NFL and baseball. And as long as there are other billion-dollar companies willing to pay advertisement, fans don't really matter anymore. Fans don't pay the player's salary anymore. When you go to a show, you're paying for the people in the arena that punch your ticket, that sell you popcorn and beer. That's what you're paying. You're paying their salary. Mm-hmm. You're not paying for the athletes.
What happened to that walkout we had back in the day when Triple H was running the show temporarily and all the wrestlers walked out?
It was storyline, but it was a good thought.
I know. And I think that thought should be reimagined and brought back out real quick. We don't got John Cena. We don't got John Cena. We don't got CM Punk. We got Sheamus, but Sheamus, he there some days, he there not some days.
Oh, yeah, because the match was John Cena versus Sheamus. Triple H was the referee, and CM Punk on commentary. That was awesome.
That was a great match.
That was awesome.
Until Vince had to come out and ruin the match.
Like everything.
Yeah.
So what does that mean for us now going forward? Are we going to be having fun talking about wrestling? Or y'all going to hit a depressed dark side of me all over again for about as long as Vince is alive?
Well, somebody has to keep tabs on Paul Levesque.
Yep.
So we have to call his cardiologist, make sure his heart's good.
Hey, look, if he needed a new heart, I would sacrifice myself to get him on.
For the good of wrestling.
Yeah.
Good of wrestling.
On a brighter note, WWE has announced their next UK live event. Well, premium live event, aka pay-per-views. Mm-hmm. Money in the Bank this year, July, will be held in the UK, replacing Clash at the Castle.
Oh, great, because I hated that damn name. Just like Great Balls of Fire.
I don't know, Clash at the Castle wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad.
It wasn't, but it got to a point to me that it was just too many pay-per-views. There's too many random names of wherever the hell they was at. There was no originality.
It was fitting because it was actually there was an actual castle next to the arena, so it was fitting.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I miss Vengeance.
Yeah.
What was the one they did when they? What was the one they did when they did Across Seas? What was that, Invasion?
Insurrection.
Yeah, those are cool ass names for shows because it's a cool name. But now it just seems like wherever they're gonna be at, that's the name of the show. Like they could be in Australia one year. They're going, across the island in Australia. Who gives a rat's ass? He's just a corny. Like who are you hiring to do these things? 5-year-olds? Probably 12-year-olds.
I mean, we can always have Backlash in New Jersey.
We need to redo that. How many people don't wrestle like that?
Hell yeah, we need Backlash New Jersey.
We need to redo. We need to definitely redo that shit, and I need to be there for it so I can erase that previous memory out of my memory.
Mm-hmm. Literally nothing happened at that paper.
Nothing.
That was
I
didn't even pay for my ticket. My ticket was free, and I still felt bad. Like I need my money back.
That was the era when all those B-level pay-per-views were just trash.
Yeah, they
and
were.
That one was hot garbage. Literally nothing happened.
That was year after year.
That was the hot garbage. That was the A-list of B-trash pay-per-views. That is top tier, and top tier disappointment is Backlash New Jersey. And don't forget the Rumble.
Oh, remember the Rumble.
Remember the Rumble.
Somebody's hat got thrown at the TV.
Word.
And then we just shut the shit off after Roman came out.
Wait, who hat was that? Was that mine? Or was that... No, wait, who hat? Now I can't remember.
No, I think that was Matt, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't. Who the fuck had it? Man, I got to ask questions now. I got to figure out who hat that was. Because that had hit the wall. I ain't never go ahead with that kind of force.
Damn.
Were you still here for that, or did you leave already?
I think I left already.
I'm about to say, yeah, JK had like, I think JK just had left around that time. That was the time we had everybody there. We like, damn,
That was
JK's not here.
2019,
Shit.
right?
Yeah, that was one of those nights we packed everybody into the island. It was like 20 heads in that room.
Yeah, I just
Right.
left.
The AC was on and it still felt like summer in that bitch.
Yeah. Over on was it SmackDown or was it Raw this week?
Raw,
I
right?
forgot. Anyway, Uncle Howdy. Well, last week Uncle Howdy turned on Bray Wyatt, and now Uncle Howdy is hunting Alexa Bliss.
I don't know where it's going, but I just like that it's going somewhere.
I really want to be over this Alexa Bliss and Fire Funhouse Fiend whatever world. I want her to just be herself, but I am also slightly interested.
Yeah, I'm interested. Like, after the shit that happened with Bianca Belair, and, she bust her mouth open, I was like, we seen a weird side of Alexa Bliss. We never seen a violent side of Alexa. And I'm kind of rooting for this version of her right now. So if you wanted to drag her back into that little Wyatt bullshit fake family you had before, go ahead. As long as she still stay violent like this, I'm A-okay with this.
Mm-hmm.
As long as you don't give her like shooting fire when that time she missed Randy Orton's head.
Oh, no. I would accept that. Let's not give her the WrestleMania.
Yeah,
That WrestleMania was garbage with the black watery paint falling down her face. She just raised it off. That shit was dumb.
yeah. If they could like make some form of entertainment with this, man.
I mean, I guess go the
it's
Bray
just,
Wyatt route. Just let her continue to be herself, but just like that, like Alex said, like the violent, be more violent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I like her being violent because the only person we got technically is violent right now is Nikki Cross, and she ain't really doing shit but just running around stalking motherfuckers.
A female Dexter Lumis, yeah.
Yeah, that's all she's doing. And the sad thing is, she ain't doing it good enough. Because Dexter Lumis does look great. He leave drawings of you around you. That shit look creepy. But Alexa, but I ain't gonna lie, Nikki Cross Instagram is just pictures of her taking the Gargano and his wife just random places around like the shows that it just that's her Instagram now. Just random pictures.
yeah.
I said that's a weird stalking way. Kinda cool, but you ain't doing shit.
Dominick Mysterio's out on bail.
I know, right?
Yo.
Grove Street.
Saints Row.
Little Chicanos, man.
Word, son.
Please tell me you saw the Saints Row cover with them.
Bro,
Somebody mocked up a Saints Row cover with them.
Yo, this is Saints Row cover. Yo.
Bro, as soon as I went online and I saw this on Raw, I went to Twitter and I refreshed it and the first thing popped up with that same row cover. I said, God damn, this shit ain't even been up here like 30 seconds.
But he hit that pose hard though.
Yeah, he did.
He hit that shit hard.
Bro, he had to go learn from his tunnel, man. Came in there with
Gotta
the
go
button
with
down.
my ancestors, that say.
He came in with the button down bandana, the little teardrop on the eye. I said, oh, look at him. He trying to grow some balls. Still can't be daddy or be his daddy. So, it is what it is.
Yeah, he looks straight MS-13.
Yo, word. Vato loco.
He gotta be like MS-12. He gotta be one number below them.
But yeah, that was a good segment.
I feel like he's gonna roll down in a Cypress Hill fucking theme song.
Kelvin said GTA San Andreas Balas.
The Spanish version.
Yeah. So, Wrestle Kingdom 17 was last week. That was going to be the headline of this show, but Vince McMahon had to fucking stick his head up. Because literally, I made the fucking thumbnail last week. I was like, nothing can top this week. But I was sadly mistaken by Vince McMahon.
It was me, Austin.
It was me on. But yeah, Mercedes Moné debuted at Wrestle Kingdom 17. She came out after Kairi Sane won her match to retain the new IWGP Women's Championship, which is also, I believe it's also connected to the Stardom Championship because Stardom is providing the women for New Japan. But anyway, yeah, so she introduced her new finisher, which she botched. It wouldn't be Sasha Banks without a botch.
Without a botch, it could. Exactly.
Well, then again, I actually want to say it was more Kyrie that botched it.
Yeah, it's Kyrie because I rewatched that like one time. Kyrie was supposed to land back on her feet. She fell straight to her knees and fucked it all up. I was like, God damn it, Kyrie. What the hell's wrong with you?
Because when I first saw it, I was like, that would be really fucking dope if you catch the DDT on the way down. And then, like you said, after I watched it like 3 or 4 times, I was like, yeah, Kyrie she went straight to the floor instead of stalling for the DDT.
And the sad thing is, you know they're wrestlers. You know they talked about this before they did it, and they probably practiced it. And she still botched the shit.
Yeah.
Because, like, you seen the side by side of what it was supposed to look like.
Yeah, because she showed the practice video. Yep. When she was practicing with what's his fucking name?
The Vito Del Sol.
Yeah, Salida Del Sol. Yep. I keep trying to think of his WWE name.
Yeah, I'm not trying to remember that.
Not Kalisto, the other one. It's the other one. No, Kalisto. It was Kalisto.
But yeah, like that shit looked dope when she did it first time. I was like, oh, that shit look hard body. Get the Kyrie like, bitch, don't make you look stupid.
So they will be, Mercedes Moné will be taking on Kyrie at the next New Japan event, which is Battle in the Valley.
Now, you want to know something real funny about this whole situation? People online are saying New Japan didn't cheer her or woo like they do everybody else. People don't realize she ain't never wrestled in Japan. So technically, she's a somebody but a nobody at the same time.
Right.
Everybody that's in WWE wrestled in Japan for like 5 or plus years. When they come to WWE, people already know them. They go back to New Japan, they're like living legends. We never had it go the opposite way when somebody started WWE, go to New Japan.
Also,
and then people also pissed off that fact she get a title shot and she just showed up there, but Charlotte got a title shot and won just coming back. And people were pissed off the fact that nobody's saying nothing about Sasha getting a title shot like that, but people were pissed off at Charlotte. I was like, yeah, bitch, she's like 14-time champion. Bitch, do something else with your life.
Also about the reaction to Mercedes, traditionally Japanese crowds are very quiet. It's a respect thing. You do your big applause at the end or instead of in the middle of the show as things happen. Also, still because of COVID restrictions, the building's not full. They're still at half capacity in Japan for events and stadiums and whatnot. Also, they're specifically told not to cheer now because of COVID, so that way you're not spreading germs as you yell and whatnot. So it's supposed to be a very quiet environment. Although they still cheered for like Omega and shit like that and Okada, but it's still, there's a tradition of quiet Japanese crowds, and there's, because of COVID restrictions, that you're not going to get as loud of a pop as you think you are because the building's only half full.
Let me tell you right now, I enjoyed seeing her come out. The music was kind of trash, but I don't expect any hard body music. That not everybody's Shinsuke Nakamura and could go over there with his theme song. But
you know what? I just thought about something on my way here today. If Shinsuke had to pull out the version with the lyrics, yo, that shit would have hit.
Oh yeah, it'd have been different. Oh, it'd have been a whole different show.
That crowd would have been rocking if they pulled out the version with the lyrics.
Yeah, true. I know that version.
Because I remember when I first heard it on WWE, I was like, yo, I gotta download this shit. Japanese trap music is fire.
Right, that shit was immaculate. I was like, yo, who is that rapping? I said, wait a minute. Oh, this shit fire. What? I was like, oh, you really trying to get rid of the old niggas that made the original song and do something different, huh? He said, they got that win. That was a win right there.
Yeah, because that when he was using that song for, I think it was WrestleMania 34, he came out with that guitar chick that also did Ronda Rousey this past year.
Yeah.
You know, instead of the black violin dude, she had the guitar chick. But anyway, yeah. Also at New Wrestle Kingdom, we had Will Ospreay versus Kenny Omega for the IWGP United States Championship. And immediately after the match, I put something out on the Ultra Heelz Instagram. I said, over under 6.5 stars. Hit the DMs, I'm taking bets. I would have lost. Because I was saying over 6.5. And somehow Uncle Dave only gave it 6.25.
Wow. And you know what it was? He saw a little bit of that chubbiness at Kenny Omega. He said, "This ain't doing it for me like the old days. I need the six-pack Kenny Omega."
I swear he was giving this a 7 or 7.5. I swear. I was like, this is everything Dave wants.
60.25.
Everything he wants, and then some, and then a little more on top of it, with a little bit of lotion and the paper.
Now you know there's a problem when we say he only gave it 6.25. He only gave it, which is still a ridiculous rating because the scale is supposed to stop at 5. He's just making up shit at this point.
Yo, Dave Meltzer is a mark.
Don't worry, we're going to get to your favorite mark.
Oh, yes,
We're going to get to your favorite mark. A fucking little kid is checking him. Matter of fact, that's the next one. Let's go to it.
Let's go to the next one. This is Mark over here. Let's get to this Mark.
Okay, let me read this.
All right.
Hey, Tony, come here. Let me tell you something. And yes, here, this is from a 14-year-old girl that knows. You look like a child. Sorry, you book like a child.
Damn.
I know some people would look at me and say, oh, he's just living out his fantasy doing what he loves.
Damn, son.
That's the problem. The fantasy you had back when you were 11, not to be okay for national television. You're bringing your childhood booking from playing Booker online to real life, which clearly doesn't work. It's obvious you have no idea what you're doing. You have no experience. Now, I know this 14-year-old girl can see through this whole chaos in AEW. I can admit right now that I do not have the skills to own a wrestling promotion, but from seeing what you have done, I've got an idea what a booker promoter should do. What you do ain't right. There you go, Tony. It's embarrassing that a 14-year-old girl can see through this.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
He got checked by a 14-year-old girl.
What a mark.
About that. So ain't that little girl that checked Andrew Tate on Twitter?
Could be the same girl. Could be the same girl.
Like it is. But this some bullshit.
Going back to the Sasha situation, Valdor said Sasha should have started off small in Japan. Eddie Guerrero and Chris Benoit had to start small, even when they started off. Well, the problem is, allegedly, she's been given a ton of money.
Yeah.
She's getting Chris Jericho money. Although he said, he came out and said, oh yeah, you have no idea what I was actually making. It was a lot more than you think. But anyway, she was given a ton of money. The way I understand it, she was paid more than Omega for this event.
Oof.
Yeah.
Damn.
Like the only people that made more are like the New Japan regulars, like Okada and Ospreay. The regular. That's like the only people that made more money than her.
Sorry, I'm thinking about liquor, still thinking about Mr. Man. That's crazy.
Valor said somebody give Tony a sensu bean ASAP.
For real.
No, he'll just grind it up and snort it. Allegedly.
You probably would. Grind up and snort it. As a matter of fact, did you see the Jaguars game? When they won?
Yes, I sent you the video. Tony Khan's at the fucking Jaguars game in the locker room, right? Because they won and they made the playoffs. He's in the locker room. For some reason, the coach decides to give him the game ball. Like, what the fuck did he do? He wasn't with you shooting in the gym? Football, but you know.
He came in there. He marked out. He might have beat his meat a little bit before he walked in there. We picked up about 4 people, gave somebody $1,000 just for the hell of it, and left with a bukkake and with a smile on his face.
Well, I was watching it live. I'm pretty sure he stopped off in the bathroom to do a line off the toilet seat because his dad was in there for like 10 minutes before he showed up. So, you know, he had to make a pit stop and do something.
Look, it's Tony Khan. I don't feel like he make a pit stop. I feel like he just got that shit in his sleeve. He just roll it and keep it moving.
Something popped up on the internet. It's a Most watched AEW YouTube videos published in 2022.
Who the fuck made that list?
I don't know, but let's go through them. The highest ranked one this is within the 24 hours of publication on YouTube. With over 2 million views, the most watched video was the AEW World Champion CM Punk is back. That's when he returned from his injury at Quake by the Lake. The second most watched video that was 2.8 million. The second most watched with over 2.4 million, did CM Punk earn his shot anytime, anywhere versus MJF? The third most watched video with 2.38 million views, Jeff Hardy is all elite. With
me the Bucks, and nobody else was like anything good.
The next one, I'm just going to go through the next. I'm not going to really read the numbers. Next one is Jon Moxley is the new AEW Undisputed World Champion, AEW Dynamite, August 24th, when he beat CM Punk in that squash match. The next one is Wheeler Yuta has earned the respect of the Blackpool Combat Club. Next one is Keith Lee is all elite. The next one is, was Daniel Bryanson impressed with Jon Moxley's return to the ring when he came back from his going to rehab? The next one was, what was Daniel Bryanson's game-changing proposition for Jon Moxley? I think that was in the same. No, that was the next week. Next, Jeff Hardy takes flight in 8-man tornado tag match. I believe that's when he jumped off. No, that was the singles against Darby. I don't remember that match. Anyway.
Basically, what I'm hearing is a lot of ex-WWE people with the top view things at AEW.
Well, the last one listed on this list with 1.7 million views in 24 hours. What happened when the Hardys showed up on Rampage? Now, please notice, there's no Kenny Omega. There's no Chris Jericho. Mm-hmm. There's no Young Bucks. There's no Adam Page. Where are they on this list?
They're nowhere to be seen.
What is it? It's Daniel Bryan, it's Jon Moxley, CM Punk,
Jeff
and the
Hardy.
Hardys, and somehow Keith Lee snuck on the list. So who's really moving numbers? Everybody says, "Oh, TV ratings don't count because not everybody watches it live." Okay, here's your YouTube views. The most watched things on YouTube. None of those people are on this list.
What makes it more funny is it's crazy as hell to see, no offense, I want to be racist. All these white men and Keith Lee just sniff it. But like I said, it's funny. I find it funny that this whole company was built off of a whole bunch of guys that was supposed to be top wrestlers, big in their field, but your top most viewed things are ex-WWE wrestlers that are still current. That's kind of weird.
They were top indie wrestlers, and they did not translate to television. It was the people that are already exposed on television. CM Punk, Daniel Bryanson, Dean Ambrose / Jon Moxley, and the Hardys. And because Chris Jericho wants to play with the children instead of being the seasoned veteran wrestler that he is, people have lost interest in him too. Remember when AEW started, we were like, yes, Chris Jericho has reinvented himself yet again.
Yeah, this motherfucker reinvented himself so much. I was like, God damn, Jericho.
And then once the Inner Circle, we just got tired of seeing the Inner Circle. They broke up, and then it got even more ridiculous now with the Japs. Mm-hmm. And he just wants to play with the children instead of trying to set an example, like Jon Moxley and Daniel Bryanson and Cesaro and CM Punk before he was kicked out of the locker room. Because he's still an employee there. He hasn't been released. Tony Khan is still paying him to sit at home.
No offense, I want a job like that.
Where pretty much you're just sitting at home because the other kids didn't want to play nice.
Yeah. Valor says, as someone that doesn't watch AEW, I don't care for Omega, the Bucks, or MJF. I did like Cody. Now let's go back to the beginning of AEW. Sports-based wrestling was promised by Tony Khan, right? Mm-hmm. Nobody on that show was sports-based wrestling. Chris Jericho, sports entertainment. Cody Rhodes, sports entertainment. Young Bucks, Omega, Spot Monkeys. There was never sports-based wrestling is I don't like you, I want to fight you, and this is why. That's sports-based wrestling. That didn't happen.
Basically, what Moxley and Dean did when they shared blood to become a team, that was sports-based wrestling. Them motherfuckers didn't even wrestle.
Yeah, there you go. That was it. Yep. That's an example of it.
It's wrestling. It was just mostly
Daniel
2 men
and,
just fighting each other in front of a crowd.
Daniel and Mox, yeah, that shit.
Yeah.
That was definitely sports-based.
Moving on. Speaking of the Japs, the Jericho Appreciation Society, they showed up with Daniel Garcia at Pro Wrestling Guerrilla, Battle of Los Angeles.
They just literally show up with.
Because Daniel Garcia he's the PWG World Champion. He's been champion for like well over a year. Because he was defending the title at last year's Battle of Los Angeles. So I believe he won it sometime like when they came back from the pandemic.
I'm gonna tell you what was good about that though. Did you see the video of Daniel Garcia?
Oh yeah, the fat guy that was trying to grab his leg.
Bruh, he kicked that fan so many times. I said, yo, you sure this fan ain't a wrestler? He ate them kicks like it was nothing.
Oh, and then come to find out, Jacob Fatu had a problem with the same guy, and he just body slammed him.
Bruh, no. I seen the video. Jacob Fatu super kicked the shit out that man.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah, okay.
I was like, good Lord. I got up like, man, I get my gun because I just can't get kicked like that in front of the whole. No, like, nigga, I gotta go outside and see these people. They're gonna talk shit. I gotta shoot him. That's crazy. But what made it great for that night is Jericho cut this nice little regular promo and told them how that atmosphere reminds him of ECW early years. He was like, this is the modern day ECW. And I was like, I was saying that shit a long time ago.
Yeah, Daniel Garcia has been champion since May 5th, 2021. He defeated Bandito.
A name that I ain't heard in a minute.
Isn't Bandito signed to WWE? No. That was the other one. The fucking other Andrade's other cousin.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot his name.
Yeah, I already forgot. Because he
Federico something. I forgot his name. I'll call him Felipe.
Damn it, JK. I was smoking.
It's okay. I'm Spanish. It's fine.
I know, but I was smoking. That damn near killed me.
My bad. Yo. Still, I don't know his name. Honestly.
I'm trying to Google it.
Almost just died now on the podcast, which I before Vince did. Shit.
Damn. I almost killed Alex. with a joke.
Boy, I'd have haunted you. I'd have haunted you, but I'd haunt you in a good way.
I'm sure you would.
Your Street Fighter character would never lost a match fucking around me.
Yo, facts. Yo, I would love Alex as an advice.
We're like, hey, why is that character named Alex? Just made it in memory of him. Why is over here this flawless and niggas? Hey man, I'm just that nice.
Wow, you get double perfects. Yeah, man.
Alex just that good of a guy, bro. I don't know what to say.
Anyway, recently debuted on NXT Dark was Teal Piper, the daughter of Rowdy Piper.
Okay. All right.
That worked out.
That says a lot. If she didn't go to NXT, she might not be that good.
Well, we'll see. How did she do in her first match?
Didn't watch it. I just saw the thumbnail and kept it moving.
Oh.
Shit. I said, shit, don't forget that we're in Regal Sun is still there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's
true.
weird because he don't look nothing like William Regal. I think William Regal need one of them storylines to find out who his daddy. I feel like it might be Kurt.
Kurt got a lot of fake kids right now.
Oh, the Acclaimed are fighting with Karen Jarrett, formerly Karen Angle.
Yeah, right.
I still fight. Oh yeah, there you go, Kelvin. Dragon Lee. That's who it is.
Dragon Lee. Yeah.
Dragon Lee. He's got signed to NXT recently.
Nice.
Andrade's other cousin.
The bloodline, the Mexican bloodline.
Mexican bloodline.
He's the other white meat.
Cockiness.
Yeah. This is gonna be a weird beginning of the year, bro. I thought we was gonna start the year, like new year, new me. It feels like we going new year, old shit.
Yep.
New year, old McMahon.
Or as 50 Cent once said, different year, same shit, old Mac, new clip, 32 hollow clips, no replica grip.
I need somebody to repeat that same thing, but in front of Vince so he can understand it. Probably like, you understand, bro. I'm about to be on my tyrant shit going forward. Until Vince McMahon is gone, I can retire again. Fuck Vince McMahon. Fuck Khan, dumbass. Now it's fuck Stephanie for leaving that damn position for her father. Fuck him, fuck her. I would say fuck Shane, but he cool.
I can't really be mad because she's like, yo, I don't want to be in this bullshit. I'm out. I can respect that.
Yeah, true.
I can respect it too, but at the same time, you are our only hope. You and your husband was our only hope of happiness in wrestling. And you just gonna step away from us? But you say you love us. I don't know what kind of love you giving in your household to your kids. No offense, but damn it, I don't want this love. I'd rather take the Linda McMahon love and you just walk away and just never be seen again.
Yeah. This Friday the 13th, Impact Hard to Kill. Jordynne Grace, the Impact Women's World Champion, is taking on Mickie James for her last rodeo challenge.
You know what's even more funny? Yeah, I just found out that Jordynne Grace faced her husband
at PWG Battle of Los Angeles. Yep.
Yeah. And I'm like, damn, bro, you beat your wife in front of these people and nobody called the cops. That's
I
crazy.
thought she won.
I'm just saying in general, like the way they wrestle, I was like, you beat your wife in front of these people and nobody said a word. I'd have been like, call the cops.
Well, if we've learned anything from their relationship, she's probably the one beating his ass.
Well, she is the man. She's the Becky Lynch of the house.
Also on the card, we have Joe Hendry taking on Moose for the Digital Media Championship.
Man, I miss Moose being heavyweight champion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a great run.
We have Trey Miguel versus Black Taurus for the X Division title. We have a fatal four-way for the tag titles. It's Motor City Machine Guns versus Heath and Rhino versus Major Players versus Bullet Club. Ace Austin, Chris Bay.
That sounds like about 45 niggas. That sounds like a battle royal.
And then we have Full Metal Mayhem for the world title. Josh Alexander versus Bully Ray. That's going to be dope.
That one is going to be dope.
Yo, Valador says staff went for the milk and never came back.
Hey, again, I can respect it.
And that's the end of it.
Damn.
I can respect it. Because I remember when the whole Vince thing popped up, it was like, didn't Stephanie just say she was taking a leave of absence and all of a sudden she's, running the whole shit now?
I guess the only reason why they did that is because they knew Triple H had a weak heart, and I don't think they wanted to give some extra work on top of extra work.
Yeah. Oh, also, speaking of Jonathan Gresham, he's on this card for Hard to Kill. He's taking on Eddie Edwards.
Oh, yeah, because he showed back up to Impact.
Yeah.
I never understood, why he wasn't a bigger thing than I remember. It's like 5'3". He'd never be a big thing.
Man.
This has been another episode of the Ultra Heelz Wrestling Podcast. This was a bit of a sour one.
This was.
Because We didn't need that headline popping up, but you know, shit happens. I've been Darth Messiah, and you, sir?
Alex the Crying Hill.
Good night, J-Kid.
Good night to all. Fuck it. Good night.
Peace.
Peace.